shackles will be around their necks and chains on their legs. They will be dragged. Indeed, the wicked are entrenched in misguidance and are bound for blazes. On the day they will be dragged into the fire on their faces, they will be told, "Taste the touch of hell."
Ka'b said, Allah Ta'ala said,
"Seize and shackle them, then burn them in hell."
And people will be dragged face down into the fire, and their flesh and bones and even their brains will disintegrate from the force of the dragging. The inhabitants of hell, bound with chains in the photosphere of hell, and with iron rings around their necks, will be dragged there, on the surface of hell's sun. Extremely powerful hurricanes and deluges occur in the atmosphere of the sun, and at this time, the speed of the wind is thousands of times stronger than the speed of hurricanes on Earth. According to the data of two research satellites, TRACE and SOHO, which are constantly observing the sun, the flow of electrically charged gas is currently moving through the atmosphere of the sun at the speed of sound. Its speed can reach up to 320,000 kilometers per hour. The speed of the solar wind can exceed gravity at certain densities of the atmosphere. The speed of powerful solar tornado winds can reach up to 500,000 kilometers per hour. Within the influence of such powerful winds of the hell's sun, the inhabitants of hell will be blown into the atmosphere of hell and will be dragged rapidly through the photosphere. Furthermore, after very powerful explosions in the photosphere, pulse waves are generated, and the speed of propagation of these waves can reach up to 1,300,000 kilometers per hour. These impact waves compress the gases in the photosphere by hurling them from one place to another at high speed. The inhabitants of hell will be dragged into hell by waves traveling at a speed of more than 1 million kilometers per hour. And the flesh of their bodies will fall off and their brains will be scattered. Asim narrated that Abi Salih said, "When a man is thrown into the fire, he reaches the depths of it. Then hell rages and throws him to the top, to the highest heights, and not a piece of flesh remains on his bones. And when he reaches the top, the angels strike him with maces, and he falls again to the depths of hell." And so on and so forth. In other words, when hell is raging, in the explosions that take place there, people are thrown with the matter thrown in the explosion to the heights in the direction of the hellish halo. And when they are thrown at a speed of 700 kilometers per second or more, when they ascend to the hellish halo, there is certainly not a piece of flesh left on their bones. In Ibn Jarir's interpretation, Abdullah ibn Abbas said, as narrated by Ufi, "When they stormed the gates of hell, they remained in the torment of hell, and when they reached the tree of oleander after 40 years, they ate from it until their bellies were full. The keeper of Sakar hell said to them, 'You were claiming that we would be tormented for borrowed time, but the borrowed time has passed, and you are still in this eternal place.' And at that moment, a powerful wave of hell will crush them. Very strong earthquakes occur on the sun. The 1998 solar earthquake was 1 million times more powerful than earthquakes. On May 27, 1998, scholars showed that solar flares generate seismic waves and huge seismic vibrations. The area over which these solar earthquake waves spread in 1 hour was estimated to be 10 Earth planets in diameter. The height of the generated earthquake waves was 3 kilometers, and the propagation speed was 400,000 kilometers per hour. For certain, the earthquakes of hell will be much more severe than these solar earthquakes. And as Ibn Abbas said, the violent waves will crush the inhabitants of hell and drag them across the long stretches of hell.
Whoever comes to their Lord as an evildoer will certainly have hell, where they can neither live nor die.